mastering. Mastering. So what we're doing here with this maximizer is I'm bringing the threshold down. As you can see, the signal level at which maximizer begins limiting. So as I bring this threshold down, it's making the maximizer more sensitive. So that's why as I bring the threshold down, then you see.
Play my brain now, I can't focus. I love these hustles.
So the signal still isn't even hitting the threshold. It's like barely. I was taught to bring this threshold down until the signal is just kissing it, and then you'll see a blue bar come down here, and that's how much it starts to. I'm getting better at explaining this shit, but I'm fucking listening with your ears. But basically, I'm going to toggle this on and off so that we can tell it before and after. But this maximizer module in ozone is how I get more fullness and more gain volume on my masters. You don't want it. Sometimes you pull it down too much, then it starts to distort and it sounds like shit. But we just fucks in.
I'm elated. Out of all my girls, you be my favorite. I know it, I'll be patient. Girl, when up your waist, I'ma break it. I don't think I'm in control.
All right, perfect. The client is happy so far. That is all that matters. We take our ego out of this. If you are watching this and you are not banned from TV, you are someone else, and you're like, who is this guy? Who is this fucking star that I haven't heard of yet? Yes, this is my dear friend, okay? But as a mastering engineer, we must cater. It's not about us. We must cater. We must use our skills to bring the artist idea into fruition. I like how the maximizer sounds. I am going to add this low end focus module, and I'm just gonna tweak probably. So as you can see here, there's different frequency bands. What this does, and I am actually still learning this module myself, but you can select a certain frequency range. Like I said, this already sounds good, but I'm just going to see if I can make the low end a little punchier. It's funny, as you can see, there's a punchy and smooth setting. I'm learning as I go. I still don't know half of these shits. I mean, look, vintage EQ, exciter. I've used like half of these. But it's the thing about mastering, in my opinion. I'm not a professional mastering engineer, but I have mastered, I don't know, like over 200 songs now in my life, which is pretty crazy to say. But I think that a good, what I've been taught is that a master shouldn't have to, it doesn't save a bad mix. You want to get your mix as good as possible. And yeah, I mean, a lot of times if your mix is good enough, mastering is just that extra 10% sprinkle and some, sprinkles and whatever the fuck, cherry on top, whipped cream. But the fucking ice cream already tastes good. It's just a little extra, So we're just gonna try to make the low end a little punchier, I guess. Especially because I do believe this is like a 4 on the floor, like kind of more. Yeah, so it's that kick. Let's just see if we can make just that kick drum a little punchier. So what we're gonna do.
I lose control, she touch my face, she take my soul. Right there I folded, she said you will never know me. Like I know you, I just need you.
Okay, so that's interesting. When you click this listen button, then only. Yeah, solo's the difference between the unprocessed input and the processed output signals. Damn. This shit gets so fucking surgical, my nigga. Goddamn.
I lose control, she touch my face, she take my soul. Right there I folded, she said you will never know me. Like I know you, I just need.
I feel like it is making the kick a little more apparent in the mix. It's only a decibel of gain and 26% contrast, but I feel like when I toggle this on and off, you kind of hear that kick come through more. And it's not a lot, but it's not supposed to be a lot. We don't want to make the beat sound too fucked from what it originally was.
She plagued my brain, now I can't focus.
Wait, what he say? She plagued my brain. Now I can't focus. I love these hoes too much. I love these hoes too much. She plagued my brain. Haven't we all been there? Haven't we all been there? If you're thinking about a hoe that's plagued your brain, type hoe in the comments. All right, let me stop. Sometimes clipping isn't the end of the world. People say digital clipping is horrible. Sometimes it depends. But I noticed that once we added the low end focus and I made the gain go up here, notice right over here, notice it's like a decibel too loud because we're adding this gain. So what I can do is I can bring the output gain down to match this. I could also add a limiter. There's multiple things I could do right now, but it's funny that even though it's clipping, it still sounds good to me. And so in the engineer brain, sometimes you're like, well, you see red. You're like, it's wrong. It has to be wrong. But not necessarily.
My face, she take my soul. I know you, I just need you to be more open. Said please let go, she plagued my brain, now I can't focus. I love these hoes too much, I left it, I'll be patient. Girl, when up your waist, I'ma break it. I don't think I'm in control. I lose control.
I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm done. One of the worst things to do is overprocess and add too much shit. We don't do that around here. Less is more. Only add what we need. Added Logic stock adaptive limiter on the end because when I added this maximizer and low end focus, it was really the low end focus that made it start clipping in here. As you can see, this red. So what I wanted to do is I said, okay, after ozone, this is why sequencing matters in terms of your chain, your signal chain. The order of operations matters because ozone is here and my metering plugin is at the very end. So that's why it's accurate, because if I put my metering plugin first, it would only be metering before everything else, right? So we have all of our the gain plugin's not doing anything, the EQ's not doing anything. That's just there in case I need to fuck with it. But yeah, so this adaptive limiter comes after ozone, so it's limiting after ozone, which is why it's okay that this is clipping, because this adaptive limiter says fuck that. We're not allowing that shit to clip. It's capturing it and making it all nice and smooth. So I'm gonna toggle back and forth. So yeah. Unmastered on the top, mastered on the bottom. We're gonna start with the unmastered.
I don't know what the fuck came over me. I feel sedated, can't escape it. I'm elated. Out of all my girls, you be my favorite. I know it, I'll be patient. Girl, when up your waist, I'ma break it. I don't think I'm in control. I lose control. She touched my face, she take my soul. Right there I folded, she said you will never know me like I know you, I just need you to be more open. Said please let go, she plagued my...
Hey, look, that shit bang, You see the difference? You see the difference? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.